Hello friends and fans of Latin marketers. It is for me a pleasure to be here. The subject we're about to discuss is how to improve our ads, our Facebook ads, using the Open Graph. In this case we're gonna use not a case study, but we're gonna use the example of restaurants. So if you own a restaurant, you have to pay attention, because this is going to be very important for your company or your restaurant, because now the open it started with the Open Graph, and now that was just for developers, but now the Search Graph is this new opportunity that you have to market your territory. So this is very important, because if you own a restaurant, you want to find the people who like the kind of food you sell. For example, if you sell like Japanese food, and you are trying to look for customers that love Japanese food, it's gonna be very expensive if you pay like a company. There's companies that they can make the market research, and then they're gonna charge you a lot of money, and they're gonna bring information. But the Open Graph is the opportunity to get rid of those companies, and they just go and to know who is your customer, to target your customer, and then you have the opportunity to sell more. And the example of Starbucks, the market or the target market is people who like to spend money, that they don't care about money a lot, and people who like coffee, and people who like a place to be and be around people like them. So they have a affinity market, and they have a targeted market. So we want to do the same. In this case, if you own a restaurant, let's say let's go to, this is the Search Graph, and you're gonna find several of these locations, like these icons, and then if you look for restaurants nearby, this is a huge opportunity, and I'm telling you why. For example, if you have maybe a Mexican restaurant, you go in this place type, it's a restaurant first. Even you can move here, everything you can do it in these filters, and then look for a category. Maybe you own a small Mexican restaurant. So instead of trying to look for people who really for example here, this are the restaurants that are nearby. So this is for free, completely for free, but we're trying to improve using this. We're trying to improve our ads, or Facebook ads. So this is very important, because I'm gonna show you one example, like for example Mexican restaurants. Okay, so if you want to know, for example, here we have the ads. So we have to put here maybe your Mexican restaurant, or Los Amigos restaurant, or Los Compadres restaurant, or whatever you have it. So have like real Mexican food, or like authentic Mexican food, or like American Mexican food, or Tex-Mex food, which is a little bit different. So is the thing we want to do, in case you want to do the this kind of ad. So you have to have here your image. Try to make it 100 pixels for 72 pixels, so that way it's perfect, and you can have maybe your logo, maybe somebody eating, or a model here. This is very important, because models, men or women, they attract more people than anything else. So that's very important to keep in mind. So now you have to set your location. Like for example, if you I live in the Pittsburgh area, so you have to pick first like the country, and then the city. In this case I put Miami, Florida, but I can change it. I can just go to Pittsburgh, PA. So you see, it's more than 1 million people. but this is like very like narrow. No, this is not narrow, this is very wide. So I'm gonna show you how to do it narrow. That way you can market the people who really like Mexican food. And for instance, we have the Open Graph, and let's go to this place that we can type people who like Mexican food. And you can do the same for Italian, Japanese, Chinese, Lebanese, Hindu, all kinds of food. So this is just one example, I'm not being here partial. So here, look for Mexican food. You see 136,000 people, they're interested in Mexican food. So instead of wasting a lot of money in a company that's gonna do a market research, you just go to the Open Graph, and it's gonna show you who in your area likes Mexican food. So for example, let's go to the so you can see what kind of people like Mexican food. You can see that in your area some people that love Mexican food. When you go to your ad, we're gonna skip this a little bit. So let's type interest Mexican food. See? So go type this, and then you see this is not very accurate in this area, because you know Pittsburgh is like a area with a lot of Latin people. So let's change it. For instance, you live in Florida, in Miami again, and you will see that this change. And this will help you, because you know, like if you come to an area that there's no people who like something, and then you're gonna avoid spending lots of money. There's areas of the states that they don't have many Latin people. Here we have about like 15,000 or maybe 20,000 Latin people, so there's not many. And in this case, we're talking about here people who are either American, are like Latin, or maybe they're Mexican American, Cuban American, and all these kind of people here. So they love Mexican food. So now you are targeting a specific niche of people. So this one helps you to avoid to spend lots of money. First of all, maybe if you already have the restaurant, you know that if you go to Miami, Florida, you're gonna make it bigger if you're in an area that there's no any data that are showing that people like Mexican food. So this is very important. But I'm gonna show you also other tricks, like for example here, let's go to this to the age. How to know what age you have to target. So let's go for example here in this area of Pittsburgh, Mexicasa. I have to go here, and then I'm gonna show you my ninja moves. The first ninja move is this one. Go to likes and click, and you see, and now you have your market research for free in Facebook. So now you have 25 to 34 years old. So this is the age you want to market. You are not gonna put older, you are not gonna try younger, just the people who like that food. So and then when you go here, thanks to the wonders of the technology, now you can have your age. And we say, remember here 25 to 34 years old. So it's 25, same age. You see, you're narrowing to 34. Even you can go to 40 if you want, but if you really want to target these people, go. So it's gonna be less people, but these people, they have more chances to buy your product or service. And let's say like here in Pittsburgh, there's no like places to know exactly what they like. So this is the precise interest. So you see, they suggest some things, but just you don't have to listen those things. Broad category, maybe they use mobile users, maybe they use a specific thing, or they like some music. Let's go to music. Maybe go for Latin music. I don't know, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. But some trick, some ninja moves that I'm gonna show you here is even here. You can target people who are eating in your competitions. Like for example, if you can type Mexicasa. Mexicasa. So even like some competition, anyone, you can change this one, or you can change it to only people. Advance, this one, go to advance, and you're gonna show this one. So you can put here Chipotle. It's not showing these people. So in this case, you can have like connections to anyone who likes this one. Also here in the same one, you can add people who like these restaurants, like Chipotle, Mexican Grill. So you see, even you can target your competition. You see, people who like maybe, so you see there's more people. So you can see that these people also, they like Mexican food because the Chipotle is a Mexican chili pepper. So, and then you have to know the people who really love this, and then target the place in Florida, and then you can send to these people who like this kind of food an invitation, first of all, to be your friends or like your page, or maybe to promote a page you post. And this is a little bit more complicated. It's similar to Google AdWords, which is pay-per-click. So this is a ways to improve things. Like for example here, we told you about people who like this. Mexicasa. Also we can look for Chipotle, Mexican Grill, and you'll find all the people. In this case, it's just the home page, but even this one is can show you something. People who work at, my friends, people who like. So it's gonna show you all these kind of people that are able, or they're open-minded for Mexican restaurants. This is a Mexican American change of food, but still you can target all these people with your restaurant. So in this case, you can maybe target more restaurants, maybe your competition. So you have like Cactus, Cactus Bank, Cactus Restaurants, wherever you like. You can type the name of your competition, and then you're gonna be showing ads to all these people who are fans of these people. They have affinity. So remember, when you are like looking for psychographics, is people with affinities, people who like Mexican food, people who like Chipotle, Mexican Grill. So there's people that there's gonna be more interested in buying your food because they already like Mexican food. So this is very important. And then you have to set up your dollars. You see here how much you want to spend, how much per day. You put the money here, and you can even put $5 if it's allowed. Sometimes you are not allowed. It depends on Facebook. So you see $5 per day, and then you start running your campaign. which something that I will be discussing in other videos is how to have a good landing page. For example, like talking about we're talking about like people who like this one, and as you can see here, showing the locations. This is very good, but also it's good to have here a coupon and like an arrow that says get a 50% coupon, or get your first pizza with us, or whatever. So this is very important because people are gonna come to your page, they're gonna like it, and then they're gonna start seeing what you have for them. And then you can send messages here, or maybe promotions, and is the thing we're gonna be discussing in another video. So I hope this is gonna be helpful for your restaurant, so you can improve and narrow down all your market, so you can target people who are interested in your product or service, people that for sure they're gonna love, and you're not gonna be sending like messages or maybe these ads in Facebook to people that they don't like Mexican food, or maybe they love Mexican food, or maybe they don't, maybe they like Italian food. So it depends what restaurant you are like trying to market in your area. So I hope this was very useful for restaurant tours, for restaurant owners, or people who work in marketing for restaurants. So this is your friend and host Frank Medina from Latin Marketers. If you need information, I'm gonna leave a link below if you need like some help, advice with your social media marketing, or your Facebook ads, or Google AdWords. So I'm gonna leave my link below, and then you can have more information about me. Thank you very much, and I'll see you next time.